What's up? This is a video interview for Jacob Lenhoff. My name is Mark Haynes, and I am going to be answering some questions. So I grew up in York, Pennsylvania, which is kind of like south central Pennsylvania, just above Baltimore, kind of not too far from the Amish people. It was a fairly small town, and I moved out to Jersey about 10 years ago and been living all across New Jersey ever since. But my hometown is York, Pennsylvania, and I wouldn't really recommend it if you're not from there. So, yes, I am a movie buff. I love going to see movies in the theater. That's my favorite. And that's what I do in a lot of my spare time. I go out and see movies. You know, I'm kind of a person who doesn't really go out and party a lot, so I'm more of just the kind of guy who hangs out and watches movies. And some of my favorite movies, definitely Avatar. Love the graphics, love the characters in that. I like the Men in Black stuff. Anything about like sci-fi I'm really into. I love outer space. I love just things like that kind of can put you into like a fantasy world. And then I also like some of the comedy movies, but none of the comedy lately has been that great. But you know, like Hangover and some of the comedies that would be considered a classic. I really like stuff like that. So I saw Avatar: The Way of Water the Thursday, so like the very first opportunity you could see it, I saw it that Thursday night of the weekend that it came out, and I liked it. It was good. You know, it's obviously a lot of people talk about the animation and the 3D, and that is the best part. It's just like visually pleasing to look at the whole time. I thought the story was good too. It wasn't unique, the story. It was kind of similar to the first one, which wasn't that unique either. But I still liked it. It's a good story, and the characters are all cool, even though there wasn't much. You don't really learn a whole lot about the characters there. So, but yeah, all in all, I'd say it was probably the best movie of the year. I mean, Top Gun was really good too, so I'd say it was along that level though. You know, because my favorite movie of all time is the first Avatar, just because for its time it was so far ahead of everything else, and I just think it was the best. So and I liked Avatar: The Way of Water. I liked the message that he was getting across about taking care of the environment. He got across the message without being too preachy about it, which was kind of nice, because like the story, you know, it tells itself, and you know the message is clear that take care of your planet, things like that. So yeah, I'd say the movie, I give it a 8 out of 10. The Way of Water, and I think people should go out and see it and decide for themselves if they like it. My favorite clothing style. Well, I like to work out a lot, so my favorite clothing would be probably like tank tops and things like that. You know, I like to wear like gym clothes. That's my favorite thing. Something that I can show off the muscles a little bit. So yeah, my favorite trip that I've been on and where to, I'm gonna have to go with the Dominican Republic, because I'm an island person. I love tropical destinations. I don't like the cold weather like this. Like, I live in New Jersey because I do a lot of work in like New York and stuff, and my family's in Pennsylvania. But other than that, I would be living somewhere that's more tropical climate. So yeah, and I like the Dominican Republic because the beaches are beautiful there. You know, you got the crystal clear water, the sand is beautiful. So yeah, that was 2019 when I went to Dominican Republic. That's my favorite trip. My favorite actress, I'm gonna go with Elizabeth Olsen, and here's why. Because imagine being her. She grew up as the younger sister of, you know, probably the two biggest child stars, at least at the time, you know, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. And she had to live in their shadow for all those years. And now that they've become adults, it's like she's actually made her own path. And I think that's cool how she did it on her own. She didn't like use her sisters to get her to fame or anything like that. And I can kind of relate because I had an older brother, you know, growing up, and he was always more popular than me, and he was a great athlete and things like that. You know, I felt like I was living in his shadow for a lot. And then you grow up and you kind of come into your own. So yeah, that concludes this interview. Thank you for allowing me to answer your questions.